So, what is your full name?
Okay, so shall we start?
Yeah.
Okay, so my full name is Muhammad Hussain Jaffrey. My actual name is the middle name, which is Hussain. But sometimes what happens is that obviously for certain people it might be hard to pronounce. So then I prefer here to be called Muhammad more. And that's where I got the name while I was studying in the uni accommodations as well. So many people know me by Muhammad. A few people know me by Hussain, but my actual name is the middle name, Hussain. Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 30. I'm a bit old. So yeah. So I'm 30 years old.
Where are you from?
So I am from the biggest city in Pakistan, known as Karachi. I did till my bachelor's, I was there. I did my bachelor's in computer science and marketing. Then I kind of worked for 1 whole year after coming to Australia for my master's degree. Yeah.
So do you go to UOW or do you work around here?
I did my double masters from UOW, University of Wollongong, which is my master's in marketing and accounting. While I'm done, I did my master's in 2017. While after that, I've been part of Samsung Electronics for their promotions, then with Woolworths right now. But I'm trying to actually set up my own venture, which is IT software, which is and develop my own business, to be precise. I teach as well. I do HSC students more. Teach a bit of marketing subjects as well, but now my bit of focus and goal is towards my own business venture. Yeah.
How did you get the nickname The Beast?
That's interesting. I think it was me who actually preferred it. Number one, it's actually because my name Muhammad. I didn't want it to, because it has a good religious significance to it. And because obviously going to bars and etc., I just wanted it that people know me by a bit other name as well. So that's the major reason. And also the beast meaning, I can just say it in a way which is that, for example, if you take a beast or a lion whatsoever, he just hunts when he's when he's hungry or whatsoever. So if you just relate it to that, it actually just means is that focus your energy when it's required, not every time. Okay, you have yourself as a whole individual. You don't have to be fierce every time. You have qualities as a human being. Bring out the best of your quality when it is required to. So yeah.
How often do you go out?
A lot. I go. I shouldn't say that, usually 7 days a week mostly. But I'll also signify one thing, which is that going out is just one part of me. For me personally, because again, coming from another country, my family still lives there. I'm the only one who is here now. So sometimes as an individual, you'll feel a bit lonely as well. And then a human being himself is a social animal. Okay, so for me personally, it was very important, especially after coming to Australia, to meet other people. So I actually enjoy a lot in meeting other people. Especially Australia gave me a huge benefit of meeting people from all over, from US, from Canada, from Russia, from Germany, Spain, Japan, China, wherever all the countries are, you're gonna find people here. So I learned a lot. They learned a lot from me as well. So this is where I love to actually go out to have a good time as well, in a controlled way, as well as meet other people and have good friends as well, to be precise.
Do you drink?
I don't drink at all.
And why is that?
Number one, religion. But secondly, which I'll feel is more important, is that like everybody else, I've worked very hard to be where I am. Meaning the fact, like everybody else, like when you're studying and even when you're working as well, you face a lot of challenges as well. And then sometimes when I've seen, because of me going out a lot, I've seen people getting into trouble, some even getting criminal charges, etc. So I don't want, like everybody else, I don't want just like a snap of a second to that thing with which I worked for so hard, it just gets away with it. Yes, sometimes it won't be as if I'm not having fun. I might have a bit less fun as compared to others who might be drinking or even who might take drugs. But at the same time, I'd rather play safe. So that's the reason.
Do you think Australians have a problem with binge drinking?
Um, yes, in some ways, I'll say. Look, the thing is that obviously, but yeah, the actual answer will be yes. They might have a bit of problem, especially when they're young, because obviously they want to enjoy the environment as well, and then some people get peer pressured on as well. I personally, on the other hand, was very rebellious towards towards getting bogged down into being peer pressured on. So I have my own way of thinking. Some people like it, some people don't. But it's just. But also, I would believe is that. As I mentioned before, people have got into trouble because of them. Some of my friends have got into trouble. They've faced police charges as well. So yes, there is an issue, but we can all work together to make sure that number one, we know our limit, our boundaries, but at the same time, we can look for the betterment as well.
Do you think Australians have a problem with drugs?
Yes, unfortunately. That is where I'm very, very kind of strict and even because I try my level best to also create awareness. With alcohol, yes, I don't take it, but the thing is because it's being tested. So at least you know that whatever you're having is laboratory tested, so it's not as much harmful. But when it comes to drugs, number one, you don't know what you're having. You might be having a rat poison or something, and there are many people who have lost their lives because of that. So I am every day against drugs, because unless they're not tested, don't take it, because I've seen many people who are taking it, they're very young, they were younger than me as well, and then after that they passed away. So no to drugs for sure.
Can you think of an instance when you've witnessed like a fight break out at the bars due to like drinking or like drugs or something?
I personally don't know whether it was a combo of drugs and alcohol, because obviously when people go out, they'll definitely have alcohol for sure. I've personally seen fights. Yeah, they break out every time, but most importantly, some people who actually got hit by a car because they were too drunk and then they didn't see the traffic lights signal, and then the other one, I don't know what happened, but then they crashed into the car. I hope they're alive. I hope they are doing well now, but as I said, these things actually make people do those kind of acts which they will not if they were sober enough, okay, or at least they had limitations to it. So I've seen it a lot, and that's why I try my level best to try to keep other people safe as well. And also what I personally try to do is that yes, because I'm sober, I might be having a good time, but if I see somebody struggling also, I try my level best to also help them out if they need help.
Do you think the bar environment in Wollongong is dangerous?
Like they have good like security guards which obviously keep an eye on everything, but again it also depends. Again, they can't keep an eye for everything. What's going in the toilets, people having drugs or whatsoever, they can't be in they can't be in every private location. So in that case, I'll say that that is the responsibility of the individual to make sure that they actually don't get into trouble, don't do certain things which might harm them or harm the other person. So again, nothing is enough. Nothing, like regardless of their police personnel in uniforms, without uniforms, or there are like other security guards, nothing is enough until you take care of yourself. So yeah.